Ladies and gentlemen, a workbench update, and I know a lot of people do a channel update, a workbench update. Usually they don't have much content, or they just like to do a reset and everything. I, however, on the other hand, just haven't had the time since the storm that came in. If you watched a few videos before this one, tree hit the shed, and I've had to get estimates on get the shed fixed. Get the people to fix it. I had to get the tree cut and removed, and there's the little things around the house. I had to get that fixed, but anyway, that took a lot of time. Plus, had to do my humble little toy store stock and all that. Plus, I had to do a little extra so I could pay for everything that I've had done so far. But anyway, I really ain't got a major project that I build or do a series of builds. It's kind of been I really ain't had much time, so I've been kind of just piddling around, if you will. One is, and I started a video on it, and that is the Flintstone house made out of EVA foam, and it does have removable roof, so you can see the interior, which I'm still debating on if I want to do that and all that, and at least I got the basic shape done, and I may do it, may not, who knows. One of those, wanted to see if it could be done. I'm doing the basic shapes. Another thing is SKS Props has a template for a gnome house, and I printed it out, and I had a few minutes in the morning, and I cut it out of EVA foam, and that is the little gnome house. And I was thinking more of Smurfette's home. I thought, make a Smurf house. I thought that might be pretty cool. And I've been playing around with the foam. It's basically, taking a paper model and cutting it out and getting a pattern on here on foam and all that, and really experimenting, trying to get if you can see the wood carvings in there for the door, trying to see how everything really works. I've been tinkering with the gnome house, which would probably end up being Smurfette's house, because I have to do the female part of the Smurf people. There was another, I was going to do a series build. I do love my action figures, and especially the 6-inch scale classified. Well, there's a free pattern on Thingiverse for the Cobra snake armor, and it took 14 hours to print. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am a amateur 3D printer. You can print all the parts out, and it does move. It's fully articulated, like goes into the ball and socket. I know it should have a little more. So it's a multi-piece kit. I printed out over 3 Sundays. That's the only time I get to print out anything. And and it said it was for the classified scale. All right. Well, classified is 6-inch figures. This was scaled to a 5-inch figure. So that was disappointing. I didn't read it. Of course, I didn't really. I just read it by the title. I need to go back in and basically scale it up 1 more inch, and then you'd have it into the classified scale. It would kind of work. You'd have to modify it a little bit, but it's really for a 5-inch figure, not a 6-inch. But anyway, I was going to do a build series on that, but that's back to the drawing board. And then I got kind of creative on 2 fronts. One is, you see my Action Force base that I made out of the Buzz Lightyear. Well, I wanted to take the He-Man, I call it Snake Throne. I didn't like the snake on it. I ripped it out. And I was thinking more of a little diorama, kind of a jump platform for the bad guys of Action Force, which are the Swarm. I thought something cool like that might work out, but that's it's been hot around here, so I've been kind of just tinkering, playing with stuff, see if I wanted to do it and go on that far. Also, y'all may remember the old Sectars toy line. this came out when basically 3 3/4 was king, and 6, 7 inch figures really were not, and they were trying to push it, and everybody wanted 3 3/4. Well, I had an idea, because that's pretty much in scale with the 6 inch figures. I thought, well, what if I made basically one of my own? So I made a kind of like I won't say a bug or something like that. I even wanted to take an old, take a glove and glue it on there so you can have the old Sectar's puppet, because it was basically a puppet toy. If you've never seen the Sectar's, basically a puppet, and you are the playing, which I think is just pretty darn slick. But anyway, that is one of mine, and yes, I do have several Sectars. The only thing I don't have is the Hive, which I can't remember if I never saw it or it was just too expensive and just couldn't get it back in the 80s. But anyway, maybe someday I have that. So I was trying to do one, basically a Sectar-ish vehicle for the swarm of Action Force, and I thought it might be cool. That was more of a tinkering around, seeing basic shapes, trying to see if I could do it, and if I wanted to pursue it. So while I was doing that, I am late to the game on foam clay. And I've seen a lot of people sculpt with this. It's really weird. It's not like normal clay. You can sculpt with it. But the thing that sold me on it was you can actually mold it. You can take a silicone mold. You can push it in and wait, I'm going to say about a day for it, and it cures. Lightweight. Now, I did this really thin, and it wants to curl, which I don't know why. You might have to do it like a little thicker, and then, but you can sand it afterwards, and it's just, and that is the comm badge from Babylon 5, or we like to Babylon 4, which is our favorite Babylon station, because it traveled through time. But I was sold on that, which that ain't too bad. I mean, and it's pliable. So it probably may work out for, I'm going to try to use it on model building activities, see what we can use on that. But anyway, I was sold on that, and so we're still trying to figure out. Of course, it's been like last couple of weeks. I've been kind of just been playing around, tinkering with stuff. Really ain't had time to really just sit down and, fix things. Well, when I say fix things, I do a lot of toy repairs. Like they busted his head off, I got to go back in there and apply some glue on Groot, to get him, make him not a bobblehead anymore. And it's little things like that that no one ever gets to see, and things that I get to do. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. I do have hopefully I have a project lined out soon. I got to see if I want to do it for, and it would be a plastic kit. I haven't done a model kit in a while, and because I've been tinkering with the other material out there. So we'll just see what happens, and so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.